Hello and welcome back to day 11 of Antigravity series. We have been able to generate the code, test the code, fix the bugs, but now we have to save it in the cloud because right now whatever we have is on our local system. So let's quickly check how do we upload this code on GitHub using GitHub MCP. So as always, let's go to these three dots and then we have MCP servers. Let's search for GitHub and let's click on this, right? We have this option of install. Let's click on install. So here we need to give GitHub token, and for that, let's go to github.com, sign in, or if you don't have an account, create an account. And then we'll go to settings from here and we have developer settings here. Okay, and then we have auth apps. And here we have this personal access token. Click on that, fine-grained tokens, right? Let's click on generate new token. We'll have to give a name and I'm going to give this as invoice gen anti-gravity. We can give some description. We can also give the resource owner. Okay, of course, whatever is the account linked to it, that will be shown. Expiration, as we have discussed before, I'll go with 7 days for now because this is just for shooting this videos. But if you want, you can also set it to no expiration, which means it will never expire until you come and delete the token. But just to be safe, it's always better to go with 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or any of the customs based on how long you expect your project to go on Antigravity. You can always generate a new one and connect it whenever needed. Repository access, public repository, all repository, or only select repository. I'll go with all repository for now. Okay, and then we'll have to give permissions here. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to give all the permissions, right? So just wait. So I've clicked on all of this, which means I'm going to give Antigravity all the permissions with GitHub APIs, right? And not just that, here you can see it is read only, which means Antigravity will only be able to read the data from GitHub. Okay, it will not be able to write. So I'm going to change this to read and write, read and write, read and write for all of them. In some cases, you might have just read only. For example, code spaces metadata. Metadata cannot be overwritten. Okay, and that's why it has only read only option, and let's leave it to that. And there you go. So I've finished changing everything to read and write. Once that is done, click on generate token. Okay, new personal access token. Your new personal access token invoice gen Antigravity will be ready for use immediately. It'll expire on Sunday, April 26, 2026. Okay, and so I'll click on generate token and we can copy this token from here. Go to Antigravity, paste this, click on save. Okay, now you can see here error exec docker executable file not found, right? Which means we need to install a docker, and for that let's go here and let's go to docker desktop, right? This is the one. I am going to open this up and we have to install this. We can download the versions from here. I'm going to go with AMD 64. In a few seconds, this should be downloaded and it's available. Let me click on this to install the version. Add shortcut to desktop. No, I don't need. Click on OK. So it's unpacking files. It will install as usual. So it took around 2 to 3 minutes to install. And now we are here. So I'll have to close and restart. So guys, give me a minute. I'll just restart my system. So once we restart the system, we get something like this. I'll click on accept and then we have it this way. Okay, I'll go with work and I'm going to use Google to sign in. We can give a username with 70AI, occasional product, no, sign up. Okay, so it has sent an email. So let me get, so I've entered the code, click on verify and we are all done. So I'll click on open docker desktop.executable, which is what we had here, and I'm logged in. Okay, so I'm just running this particular command that it asked us to run. Just in case if you have this, then you can just go to Windows, run, right? And in this particular window, you can run this command. Okay, right now I'm running it, and we did see that here, installing Windows subsystem for Linux 2.6.3. So while this is happening, let me just quickly show you what I did, right? So we had this, I copied this, I used Windows, run. Okay, just type run and hit enter. You will see something like this. Just paste the command that we got here and click on OK, right? It will do everything that we need. I'll just click on try again, and there you go. And once you're logged in, you should be able to see this screen. We'll go to MCP toolkit. We'll go to welcome to MCP toolkit guide. Can just skip it, I guess. Skip the tool. Yes. I'll click on refresh. Okay. Browse MCP server and we'll search for GitHub. Okay. We have this GitHub official. Let's use this one and click on add MCP server. Okay. We'll click on configure. Okay, so we have got the personal access token. We'll have to paste the same thing. For that, I'll go to this one, copy this again, come back to Docker, paste this one here, and click on this icon, which is right. Okay, so once we are done with this, we'll go back to Antigravity and we'll use the same token again and click on save. Now that we've got the Docker, it should not show us any issues. You can see here it is installing. So let's just wait for it to finish this. And there you go, it says enabled. Now I'll go back to agent and tell, create a new repository on the connected GitHub and store all the files on that repository. Before that, let me take you back to my GitHub account just to show you. So we have these things added. Okay, there's no invoice gen as of now. So I'm going to ask it to do it. So this is the prompt that we're going to use now. Create a new repository named invoice.gen and store all the files in the repository using GitHub MCP. Okay, and so let's hit enter. Let's see what it does. So firstly, it will create the repository and then it will send all of these files one by one. So it is reading all the files first. MCP tool, repository created, it says. Let's quickly check that. If I refresh this, invoice.gen, right? This is the one which got created just now. Let me open it up and you can see here there is no files added yet. Now let me push all files in a single commit. So let's wait. It will take a couple of minutes, so we'll have to be a bit patient. And you can see here it is actually now pushing the files. And we should be able to see those files here in a moment. By the way, this took about 3-4 minutes to reach to this stage. So if it is taking time while you are trying it out, then do not worry. It might ask you the permission to run a few things. Okay, so give the permission, click on allow, or if it's asking you to run, then click on run. Okay, push remaining files to GitHub via API. Let me just refresh this and you can see that we have got a few files already here. Okay, and this were pushed just 1 minute ago. Now it is trying to push the remaining files. So let's just wait. You can see here always allow. I'll click on always allow. So you can actually check that these files are available and it is actually testing it out itself, right? It is checking out by itself on the browser. So let's just wait for it to finish. So it has understood that 7 files are available, okay, but is missing app.js and invoice new.html. Let me push them now using the GitHub MCP. So it is ensuring that every file is actually on GitHub. So let's wait. So totally we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 files here. Okay, and this one is Sprite folder, which we might not need on GitHub anyways. That is meant only for testing purpose. And within this, desktop.ini is also not needed. Okay, it's just a random file. not meant for our project anyways. And here, if I refresh it, not this one, let me go back to this one and refresh it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So which is a file that we don't have? app.js. Okay, so that's what it is pushing. Let's wait. That's exactly what it is doing right now. You can see it is using the create or update API and everything is uploaded. Let's just quickly refresh and see it. And there you go. app.js is also available and it says the repository is now fully initialized with all 9 files committed to the main branch and ready for continued development. So that's how you can push all your files to GitHub via MCP. Now, this is very important because all your files were locally stored on your system until now. Now that you've pushed it to GitHub, it's safe. So each time you make any changes, just give a prompt to Antigravity and ensure all your files are saved safely on GitHub repository. As always, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.